Do I have everybody's attention now?
Welcome to STS Radio.
You just wait and see how far we're gonna go!
Because regular radio fucking sucks.
Alright, so I know we haven't podcasted in a while. Shit has been a little crazy for, I think, the both of us, at least. At least on my end, it's been crazy, right?
I was going to say, you're working, what, like 90 hours a day or something like that?
Yeah, it seems like it.
So yeah, man, just been kind of busy all around. And this is a particularly busy season because, you know, fucking Easter and shit. And,
yeah.
Oh, man. It's been crazy.
Holy...
We've been getting tons of snow. We've been getting raped in the ass with snow.
Yeah, that's...
Had power go out a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually kind of the reason. Like, I was supposed to be actually up there right about now doing a live podcast with you right now.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was just like, okay, we can hold off the Fat Man Dying on Ice tour for a little bit.
So. Yeah, because it is, I think it's snowing right now. Yeah, it is snowing right now. It was kind of icing earlier on, and I guess this shit's supposed to keep up until like 2 o'clock. Yeah. It's about 11 when we're recording this, so it's still just starting. Yay.
Yeah, so it's like,
I thought we were done with this shit, but man.
Yeah, but, fucking snow.
Yeah, man, totally. Fuck the snow.
Fucking hate snow. Anyways.
So yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah,
it's been a while indeed.
It's been a while. A bunch of shit has actually happened since we last podcasted, which I think was kind of like February. I think middle of February. Yeah,
according to my chat message here thing, it says that we last spoke via Skype anyway on February 11th.
Yeah. So it's been well over a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. The long and the short of it is, like, my schedule has gotten a lot more hectic. I picked up a second job at a emergency roadside service. I'm not going to say the name, but so I've been working the hours there. I've still been working the other job as well. There have been a lot of times I've been working both jobs in the day. First job is the roadside assistance from like 6 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, and then there's been a bunch of times that I've gone straight from there to the other job and worked there till like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night.
Jeez, man.
And then have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do the other job again. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna kill me. The small blessing is, though, the other job is just a temporary position. Like, I did apply for a more permanent part-time position with them, but I haven't heard anything back yet. So, as it stands right now, my last day there is like April 13th, I think it is. It's a Thursday, I think.
And are you gonna do something after that, or are you gonna?
I know, probably,
stick with the one job.
I know I'm probably going to look for a second job as well, but, you know, we'll see what happens. So,
right on.
So we got that. Big news was our buddy Joe, STS Radio alumni Joe, had a kid.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily want to announce it. I was going to let you make that call because I didn't know how Joe would feel about it, but I'm sure you have your thumb more on that pulse than I do. But yeah, congrats to Joe, man.
Yeah, congrats to him and his wife Alexia, man. That is fucking awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I honestly, it's like kind of hard to believe. Like, Joe's married and has a kid. It's like, wow, holy shit.
Yeah, it seems like it really came about really, really quickly.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, then again, that's kind of Joe.
That's how this shit works sometimes.
That's how it works sometimes, man. You know, there are some people, they're in a relationship for 10 fucking years before they're just like, hey, you want to get married? Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Or, they stay in the relationship or whatnot. And there's other people that are like, hey, I met you a week ago, let's get married. So, people are different, man. You know what? Different strokes for different folks, right?
Indeed. That's what gets the world off, right?
Well, off, on, call it what you will. But, yeah.
So, yeah, man. Fucking cool.
Yeah, really.
I love the picture that he sent with him doing the metal shit.
Yeah,
that was cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah. He's a good man.
He is.
Joe.
He's a good man. He's gonna make a great father. You know?
Oh, he absolutely will. Yeah.
And it was kind of cool. Like, I went to go to the hospital to visit with him and his wife. I was like, what time should I show up there? And he's like, oh, you show up after like 4 o'clock, you should be fine because quiet hours are from like 2 to 4 p.m. where they don't want any visitors or anything like that. It's just, the only people that would have access to her would be like me and the nurses. That's it. Other than that, nobody else. So I was like, all right, man, well, I get out of work at 3. I can get up there for, a little after 4. That'll work. So, I get out of the roadside assistance job, and I've got like 3 or 4 bags and a box, like, in my car. And I get up there, I park the car in a nearby parking garage, and, like, you're just looking at this dope just carrying a couple of bags and shit. There's, like, teddy bears, there's, like, a stuffed Hulk doll.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
I mean,
so you're like back up the Toys R Us truck.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, my parents got a bag of clothes for the kid. I got a bunch of clothes for the kid. I got a couple toys and whatnot. I got like one of those little like bears that you squeeze and it plays a little bit of music. And I love you.
Nice.
That kind of shit.
Good impression too.
Yeah.
You've practiced this, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
Maybe that should be your next job, man. Doing the voice for those for like toys and shit. You squeeze them and it's your fucking voice.
No, man, because I would do the goofiest fucking shit ever. Like they would.
You could be Elmo, sir.
No, because I would just start.
That's funny.
No, I would start quoting like random fucking like horror movies. Like you just squeeze out like, "I love you, Elmo." We all float down here, Georgie.
yeah, you'd be
Mommy.
fired like first day.
Mommy. I'd be fired on the first day.
Or you could do your own like twisted version, like make your own like demented line of like toys, like satanic toys.
Oh yeah, because everybody would love a little like a plushy fucking Pennywise the clown doll for their newborn
I'm
child.
sure somebody would get it.
I'm sure somebody would, but
you'd find a niche market of really twisted adults. I'm sure.
I'm sure, but still.
I think it's worth a shot. I'll back you, sir. I'll back you on this venture. We'll find someone to make the bears and shit, or animals.
Yeah, but still, that'd be like if I went into business, you'd be like, hey, guess what? I've got the greatest thing ever. It's fire on a stick. You don't know when you're going to need it, but you're going to need it eventually. You don't know when you're going to use it, but you're going to use it eventually.
You're going to have to use it pretty quickly because it's fire on a stick.
Yes, exactly. It's fire on a stick.
It will burn your ass.
Fire on a stick does not advocate using the flame near your ass.
Do not insert stick into your rectum.
Yes, please do not do that.
I mean, I guess you can if you really want to, but we don't recommend it.
Yeah, it's not recommended. So basically, if you do this, we're not liable here.
So is that your other offshoot, fire on a stick?
Why not?
Demented toys and fire on a stick?
Yeah, that would pretty much be it,
Andico, from the makers of Fire on a Stick, it's Demented Toys.
I love you, Pennywise. They all float down here, Georgie. They float.
And you'll float too.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to get Tim Curry to do the voice for it, but we'll just use the clips from the movie.
Yeah, there you go. Just get the rights or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get the rights, give him fucking royalties, man.
I wonder what the new Pennywise is going to sound like. Although I don't know if
I don't know,
the teaser. I saw the teaser, but I don't honestly remember if you hear his voice.
I don't think you do. I think you just see glimpses of him, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I mean, they call it a teaser for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. But it's... Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I may see it. I may not.
I think I want to, honestly. I honestly think it kind of looks good. And hopefully it won't be as, kind of like 80s cliche. Because let's admit, like, it was not a fantastic movie. I mean, it has its cult following and shit, but,
yeah, but I think
as a whole, it's kind of a piece of shit.
I think that cult following is more to, like, Tim Curry's performance as Pennywise. Like, he was goofy, he was demonic, like, he was everything, but just that third act, like, becomes that giant monster. Like, that shit just fell really fucking flat.
And a lot of the backstories, too. I mean, it is the typical Stephen King shit, first of all, and just it's hard to get into, like, the whole section with the kids was cool and awesome and fun, and, like, that part was great, because that was the part that had Tim Curry in it. But then as soon as they got into the adult shit, it's like, I guess he was in that a little bit, too, but...
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
But that shit was just like, oh, come on, get back to the fucking good part with the, the clown and shit. And then, like you said, in the third act, it's like all of a sudden it's a giant spider, and you're like,
Yeah.
but where did this come from?
Yeah, it's
I didn't sign up for this shit.
I mean, not only that, but like there was some shit. I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me! Like, kid sprays fucking asthma inhaler into Pennywise's face and it burns it. It's like battery acid, bitch. Like,
but see, that I kind of like because it's sort of what the whole idea is that like it's made up in their head. Pennywise doesn't really exist. I mean, it's all made up in their head, but it's basically whatever they believe will work.
Yeah, but
just like it is whatever you fear. Like, it's the werewolf, it's the clown, it's whatever.
Yeah, but then we're going into fucking Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors territory where they're just like, I'm a fucking warrior. Here's my sword. I have superpowers too. Fucking die. It's like, if you can go to that limit, like, why the fuck not?
I suppose.
Ugh. Like that.
But I don't know. I think the new kid. I wouldn't even try to pronounce his name because I think he's like Swedish or something. I don't remember.
Probably.
He's from Iceland or something. But he's from some European country, and I wouldn't even try to pronounce his name because I'll butcher it. But he looks like he does a pretty fantastic job as Pennywise from the little bit that you see.
Yeah, but I mean, really, like, how hard is it to get a demonic clown, at least the look of a demonic clown, right?
That's true.
I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, it's like breathing.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think I'm intrigued enough to check it out. It does look kind of interesting.
I don't know. That's one of those things I'd have to probably see a little bit more of before I make a decision if I'm going to go and see it or not.
Like, wait for the actual trailer to come out, which I don't know if it has, but
I don't think it has. I
I've
think
only
it's
seen
just
the teaser.
Yeah, I think it's just the teaser that's just come out. Unlike, Spider-Man, which I saw that and I was just like, take my money, take all the money, just take it.
Well, I mean, with Michael Keaton there as fucking the Vulture, how can you go wrong?
Well, you got that. I mean, you have this kid that's playing, Spider-Man, and from the looks of things, like, if you've seen him in Captain America: Civil War, like, he stole the fucking show. I don't care what anybody fucking says. Like, he stole the fucking show. Like, if Spider-Man wasn't in that movie, I don't think it would have done as well. It still would have done incredibly well and would have made, Marvel their money back and whatnot, but, you throw Spider-Man in there, it's like, holy shit, like, they got him right.
Yeah. I will say there was a moment in the trailer that when I first saw it, I was kind of put off by it. I was kind of pissed. It was when his the spider on his uniform comes off and becomes like a drone or whatever the fuck. But then when it's revealed that like Tony Stark made the suit, and that's why it does the whole like vacuum seal thing and the whole spider thing, I imagine, and why the eyes can do the telescoping thing. Like, okay, now that kind of makes sense to me, and I can get behind that.
Yeah, because like when they introduce him in Captain America: Civil War, like you see him in pretty much like a sweatsuit, like red and blue like sweatsuit and whatnot. And he has like just like ski goggles over his eyes, and Tony's just like, "All right, first things first. I can do a lot better than that."
Yeah.
And then the next time you see him, he's in the Spider-Man costume and whatnot. And it's fucking great.
So yeah, I mean, I like that part. I'm not crazy about the idea of the spider coming off and being a drone or whatever. I mean, it's just a little bit goofy.
And the Spider-Man coming off and being the drone and whatnot, like.
But that's such a minor complaint compared to the rest.
It's a minor complaint, but like, if like out of like his web shooters, like in the Spider-Man cartoon, like he could shoot like a little tracker, like a little spider tracker.
Yeah.
Like that, like I was like, all right, man, I'll go with that. That's fucking awesome.
Well, because that's the thing too, is that's really like a one-time use thing.
Yeah.
Because he only has one on his chest, so he can only deploy it once. Whereas like with the trackers, like you're talking about, he could like shoot a bunch of them and track like like 5 vans or something.
Yeah. But I mean, this also kind of puts you into Superman 2 cellophane S territory. It's like, where the fuck did this come from?
Yeah, I think that's kind of part of why I don't like it so much, is because it reminds me so much of that shit, and it's like, come on.
The thing is, like, I can at least defend the first 2 Superman movies in the aspect of like flying around the world backwards and reversing time and whatnot, and the cellophane S. Like, I can defend it, not very well, but like, you really look at the Superman comics, like back in those days, man, like. Superman could pretty much just make up a power, like, on the spot, like, oh, shit, I need to change my appearance, and he could, like, mold his face and, like, putty, and he becomes somebody else, and it's like, well, okay, what the fuck? Well, at least they're going
Yeah.
with the comics and that. Hey, okay, he can